I gave you fair warning, beware.
Well, this rant was requested by none other than Ray619 Spear. Apparently, as painfully ridiculous as this sounds, there's been this complete shallow and absurd logic going around that if a game has fantastic graphics, it's automatically a great game. No questions asked, hands down. It doesn't matter how shitty the gameplay is, how terrible the cutscenes are, or how ridiculous the main plot is. If the game has nice, solid graphics, it's a great game, period. Now in my personal opinion, that is the most dumbest and ignorant form of logic that I've ever heard of and is complete bullshit, which is why I'm going to utterly destroy this logic. First off, how the hell does this so-called logic even make sense to begin with? I seriously would love for someone to break that down for me. Second, there are actually people that think like this? I mean, really? Please by all means tell me, because I'm very curious about this shit. But anyway, time to spew out a couple of examples here to prove to these fucking morons that graphics alone don't make the game. And just a little heads up, these games I'm about to present are pretty old, but that shouldn't matter too much because I believe they prove my point very well. Example 1, WrestleMania 21 for the original Xbox system. This game's graphics are just beautiful, especially for an old generation system like the Xbox. However, this game was trashed because the controls for this game was so stiff that it received heavy amounts of negative criticism. It really had potential to go down as one of the greatest wrestling games of all time, had it not been for the stiff controls for this game. Example 2 is, yes indeed, Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. Yes folks, I am using this timeless classic that managed to save the entire video game industry from falling to its knees and dying a slow, painful death as an example. Obviously the graphics for this game is well, very primitive, but it is from the 80s, so what more would you actually expect? I mean, the graphics were pretty good for its time. Anyway, aside from the graphics, the gameplay for this game is great. I mean, just fantastic, you know. And it's really the overall plot and storylining that made this game an instant classic as well as a success. It damn sure wasn't because of those luscious graphics all by itself that some of you delusional fanboys obsess over for some odd reason. Now if any of you feel the need to bash me because I brought up old school Mario, first of all, if it wasn't for this game, none of you would even have graphics to obsess over in the first fucking place. And there's tons more examples that I could dish out to utterly prove this logic to be completely false, but nonetheless, I don't want to sit here and bore you guys to death. So, the bottom line is, it's not graphics alone that makes the game. It takes good graphics, gameplay, plots, and storylines all together to make an excellent game. Those four key elements is what makes a game series classic, and it's what builds up a franchise. Enough with this good graphics makes a good game shit. That's a complete shallow and ignorant way to think. Oh, and one more thing, how many games do you know became really well known just for the graphics all by itself? Not because of the gameplay, not the overall plot, not the storylines, but because of the graphics by itself. If any of you crazed fanboys out there can answer that question, then you all need to shut the hell up and stop spewing retarded crap like this form of logic that completely fails to make sense. This has been TheMatrix 176, and I'll see you all next time.